This is insane. Bungie has just dropped a massive twid going over the epic raid and countless changes coming to Destiny 2. We're talking about portal changes to Ash and Iron, a ton of things. Let's jump right into it. Here we go. The Desert Perpetual expands soon on July 19th, which lines up exactly with the leaks that we presented you. So that's why it's good that you're a subscriber to the channel, because we were accurate in our leak predictions of when this would release. The Desert Perpetual raid will be released to the world. We wanted to deliver a unique experience that allowed for replayability, challenging encounters, and more customizable difficulty, thanks to the new feat system. But that's not all. Get ready for the epic version of the Desert Perpetual, which will permute and expand on the original starting September 20th, 10 a.m. Pacific time. All right. Wait, no, September 20th. Oh, on July. Oh, that was July 19th. Oh, September 20th is when it comes out. Interesting. Wait, let me check this calendar out here. Did I get this date right, or did I get this date wrong? September 20th? September 9th? September 20th. It's Saturday. It's Saturday. It's coming out. We're off by a day. It was close, though. So September 9th is the Ash and Iron update, and then the next day it comes out. Building on the original experience, the epic version introduces new challenges, rewards, and pursuits. Changes to the mechanics of each encounter will test the coordination of your fire team. Complete them to earn new legendary weapons and new set bonuses on armor drops. A new quest further unravels the mysteries of space and time, unlocks an attunement system for the raid vendor. Wow. Wow. And rewards a catalyst for the raid's exotic weapon. Okay, this is awesome. All right, September 20th, Saturday. Be ready. I thought it was going to Friday, but it's going to be Saturday. Contest mode is on. For the first 48 hours of the epic raid, there will be contest mode active, so be prepared. We've updated the loot for the contest mode, so now your first clear of each encounter and contest will drop tier 5 gear. Yo, this is incredible. This is so good. This is so good. Oh man. Who do you think is gonna get worlds first? Let's see some bets here, okay? All right, we'll be streaming it ourselves, so make sure to come by. They're gonna do a not swap update with the release of the epic raid to keep success in encounters focused on action gameplay and create a level playing field for players across platforms. We're rolling out a new version of Not Swap for contest mode. People are about to be so mad. This modifier will now reset your super and ability energy, special ammo, heavy ammo, as well as remove all ammo and orbs on the ground when you change exotic or legendary armor or weapon ammo types. Wow. This modifier will also take effect when 3 or more feats are activated in the standard difficulty in the epic raid. Really? The experience has been tuned around this modifier. We'll share more information in a future twid. So they're bringing back Not Swap. People were pretty upset about this with the Rat of the Nine, but we'll have to see how it plays out with this one. Featured gear and seasonal mods. The bonuses to damage and damage resistance granted by the artifact when using currently featured gear will be active this time during the contest mode week. Okay, that's huge. Similarly, seasonal mods that can be slotted into featured weapons will also be available during this time. Wow. Okay. We're gonna have to use there's some of the new ones are really powerful. We know this will impact your build crafting plan, so we wanted to share this info a bit early. We can't share a list of banned items yet, though. This will be available on a date closer to the raid release, but it might look a bit different to last time given the changes to build swapping we are implementing. Got you. So I wonder if Outbreak gets banned or not, because Outbreak is absolutely so good right now. Integrity of the challenge. The launch weekend of a raid is a unique moment for Destiny 2 players. Teams all over the world will face one of our toughest challenges, so we want a clean competition. That's why our security team will be watching closely, analyzing every encounter and raid completion to find any player that's breaking our terms of service. Ooh, they're coming after you. You better not cheat this time. We won't hesitate to remove players during the race and issue bans as needed to defend the integrity of the world's first race. In other words, don't cheat and don't play with cheaters, or you will face the consequences. Ooh, I like that. Upcoming raid reward changes. Since we are talking about the raid, let's share some new information about the updated rewards that will be available after the Destiny 2 Update 910, dropping along with Ash and Iron. You can earn extra rewards from clearing all encounters of the Desert Perpetual. Defeat all 3 bosses before beating Corregos to earn an extra piece of gear. Nice. In addition to this, we're introducing 2 weekly challenges. The first challenge gives an extra piece of loot from your first clear of an encounter each week in either version of the raid. Completing this challenge will unlock an additional one that provides bonus loot from just the epic raid. Nice, this is awesome. These are all excellent changes. The loot from these challenges has bonus seasonal power. Oh, and drops at an upgraded tier based on the number of active feats. There we go, leveling from the raid. We love to see it. We're also making some improvements to gear tier in the Desert Perpetual. We're removing the requirement to complete the combined Mastery Triumph to increase your gear tier drop. Now, all Desert Perpetual gear will drop at Tier 2 in the standard version and Tier 3 in the Epic raid, no matter your current power level. Wow, so the Tier 1 drops, we got to save those. Those will be rare drops that will no one will ever see. In addition, we have added a chance for all gear earned during a full clear to drop at up to +2 from your base tier. Yes! Add feats to increase your chances. This is good. Farm the raid and level up instead of sitting in the portal, instead of sitting in Caldera. Play with your friends in the new raid. This should have been on launch. I mean, I'm happy it's happening now, but jeez, Bungie. At last, an often requested feature for raids is arriving with Ash and Iron. Players who complete the Map and Compass quest, as well as the Epic raid, can then approach the Simulant Ansible to receive a new quest. Completing this new quest will unlock the ability to attune any previously acquired piece of gear from the Desert Perpetual, improving its chances of dropping from any encounter. Perfect. Literally perfect. All right, Bungie Rewards extension. Good. If you want to buy some of this stuff, it's there for you. The janitor jacket. That's nice. Portal updates. Ooh, here we go. Hey, Guardians, the Portal dev team here. We see that you are all loving Caldera and K1 Logistics a lot. We're not. We're not. We're down here trapped in the mines. Maybe too much? What do they mean by the mines? The salt mines? Oh no. Either way, Ash and Iron, we are adding more variety to the portal, keeping all activities worthwhile, but also making them more time equivalent and risk and challenge equivalent while you progress your power. Very good. Let's hear what this means, what they're actually doing here. Incoming improvements. The portal is a better place when there are more options to play that are optimal or close enough that you don't feel constrained to a handful of missions to play. We need Fireteam Ops to be a better place to play, either with your friends, with new friends via Fireteam Finder, through matchmaking, or even as a solo guardian wishing to solo a strike. So, some ops categories are going to get increased rewards, and some ops categories / activities are going to get slightly reduced rewards. Oh. How about we just increase all the rewards across the board and we make Fireteam Ops get like double increased rewards and solo ops get just slightly increased rewards? That's better. The reduction, not necessary. The solo ops dominance is especially stark between 400 and 450, where the best way to attain prime engrams is to get A grades as fast as possible. We want to make this a more interesting portion of the game, one that makes attaining prime engrams in the portal more rewarding. Starting next week with Destiny 2 Update 9008, we are increasing the time limits in Fireteam Ops direct launch matchmaking tiers, giving players significantly more time to complete challenging match-made Grandmasters. This should help players reach A grades more consistently, resulting in better rewards. Okay. Additionally, we have some other improvements planned for the portal in Ash and Iron and forward. The time bonus system should give more value in trading off speed versus killing everything in kill-based activities in Fireteam Ops and have a meaningful role in earning score in solo and pinnacle ops. Good grades in Fireteam Ops should be less risky and less challenging to get than they are now and closer to solo and pinnacle ops activities. Fireteam Ops should be at least as good a place to earn power or solo or pinnacle ops, and match-made Fireteam Ops should be more viable at higher power levels. The way that equipped power and account power is confusing, we're fixing that. There, let's go. This is so good. Equipped power and account power being separate systems, terrible. We would like more variety in Pinnacle Ops, including a way to earn Pinnacle Ops gear via matchmaking. That's a good change. We would like to give more regular opportunities to matchmake into marquee activities like Onslaught and the Coil. We want to make it easier and more obvious for everyone in the fire team to get the best rewards, even at wide power differentials. That's good. We think various banes, challenges, and boons should be well balanced against each other. We also think that there should be more things to do in general. As we add brand new activities to the portal and bring older legacy activities in, we want to be able to feature these more effectively for daily power gain. It would be great if conquests were repeatable for portal. Yes, this is good. Conquest should absolutely be repeatable. Why it's not? It seems trivial and bizarre. Like Grandmasters were repeatable. What are we doing? Ash and Iron updates. In the Ash and Iron release, we have more substantial changes and additions. These are by no means final, so expect more in the future. Let's go over them. All right, ultimate difficulty in Ash and Iron. We haven't got to jump into this yet because no one is power level 451 yet. They've locked us at 450. Ultimate difficulty will be available when Ash and Iron launches. Ultimate difficulty starts at power 451. Ultimate includes 2 new player stakes, pressure cooker, finish under the time limit, or get kicked to orbit. Whoa. Extinction, all players are limited to a single life. There are no revives. Whoa. These optional stakes are intended to provide the most significant challenge to even the most experienced Guardians and includes score boosts to match. Ultimate Fire Team Ops matchmaking will open in week 10, the week after Ash and Iron launches. Dude, matchmaking for this? There is no way I am playing this with blueberries. There is no way. They are so good. They're going to die, and I'm going to have to solo the entire activity. Not happening. I'll play with friends for sure. This is hardcore. Do you understand how hardcore this is? If you die, you're dead. You die, you're dead. You don't get revived. You get 1 life in the activity. 1. And if you're too slow and you can't clear it fast enough, boom, go to orbit. Platinum and Diamond reward ranks. Players can reach Platinum and Diamond reward ranks, which run from 450 to 499 power and 500 to 550 power, respectively. While in Platinum and Diamond, you can earn an A+ grade in PvE. You need an A+ to qualify for Tier 5 gear until Platinum 3, where A grades start giving Tier 5. Okay. Once you reach Diamond 1, B+ qualifies you for Tier 5, and at Platinum 3, even a B will get you Tier 5. All right. So that's the incentive to going up higher. Reward multiplier changes. We are changing the reward multiplier to use account highest power rather than equipped power to determine the base of the multiplier. This is so much better. This applies to PvP in the portal also. You will still need to have new or featured armor to get up to a 10% scoring bonus. No swapping at the end of the activity, however. We track this value for the entirety of the activity. Oh, really? We'll test that out and see if that's true. There are 5 new portal score boosters in the Ash and Iron reward pass, but you don't lose your score boost if you get them in the Reclamation pass. You can still earn 3% for each of the new boosts to 15% total score bonus. If you're already at 15% score boost, you get 10 enhancement cores instead of the boost. Nice. Time limit adjustments. All activities have had their time limit adjusted based on actual play data from the past few weeks, rather than the pre-Edge of Fate times. Many things are coming down to a reasonable level. Looking at you, 35-minute Starcross timer, and you too, 8-minute Caldera timer. Other things are increasing. Liminality, Inverted Spire, Onslaught, to give you more time to get those bonus points. Bonus timer will award a minimum of 5% score bonus for coming in under the timer. In the future, we are looking for ways to help you visualize this in the customized screen when looking at your projected score. That's so much better. I want the transparency to know how that all works out. Loadout restrictions. When we launched the Edge of Fate, we were worried about the effects of loadout swapping in the portal with Armor 3.0, so we significantly increased the scoring value for locked loadout, making it very advantageous to play with it. This made it a bit too easy to earn good scores in expert difficulty, compared to adding banes and challenges and raising the combat level of difficulty. Oh no. We are bringing locked loadout back down to where we originally imagined it and are opening up some design space for some new loadout modifiers. We're adding a new loadout player state called Touche, which combines locked loadout and avant. No! as well as the scoring for both. No more avant-garde. Get rid of it. We're also adding a selection of new loadout restriction modifiers along these, starting with the expert tier. Just 3 examples: explosive weapons, including rocket-assisted one; medieval weapons, you can guess which, crossbow; Old West weapons, yeehaw, nice. All of these also include restrictions for new and featured armor, similar to avant-garde, but the weapons can come from anywhere and anytime, even from 1963. I I guess I'm not a big fan of the restrictions, but it's whatever. We'll have to see how it plays out. Initially, these just include appropriate weapon categories, but eventually we want to expand the value of these by taking it into account specialized frames, perks like Dragonfly or Full Auto Retrofit, and special case exotic weapons like Vex Mythoclast or Sunshot. Now, if you're looking at these restrictions like they're going to make it challenging encounter now, if you're thinking that these restrictions are going to make it challenging to counter champions in master missions and above, we agree. That's why they come with a really juicy scoring bonus to compensate you for your troubles. Also, you won't see any of these as randomized modifiers in match-made activities. These are just for customized activities. Nice. So if you want to suffer with these Old West weapons out there with the last word in a freaking ultimatum difficulty, you can do so, and you get a really big boost to score. Data, experience, and rewards. Our goal for individual activity rewards was to create a consistent value across all activities. While each activity is unique in its own way and can be preferred by different players, we created groupings based on length and difficulty to reward players' effort. As we've been analyzing activity data and seeing players become more familiar with the activities, buffs, and creating new strategies, it's clear that some activities are harder than what we expected. Example, Widow's Court, and others easier, Encore. Okay. We can see that some activities, Solo Ops, Crucible, have a narrow distribution, and there is significantly less variation in duration. Activities with lower, wider shapes have a significantly higher variation in duration, usually meaning the activity is harder and separates players by skill more effectively. We already expected some of these to happen due to the inclusion of long activities like Onslaught and the Coil, but we want to make sure that activities that are more challenging and longer still feel meaningfully rewarding. As part of that, we also want to make sure that activities that are easier than anticipated don't become the only activities that you should run, looking at Pinnacle Ops. All right. It's clear that there are 2 general groups: the short ops like Whisper and Starcrossed, and the longer ones like Encore and Kellis Fall, which leads us to the following changes. Encore, end activity engrams reduced to 2? Mid activity chests reduced to 2? My God. Starcrossed, end activity engrams reduced to 1? Mid activity chests reduced to 1? What? Whisper, mid activity chests removed? Excuse me? Fireteam ops have a lot more activities, so we expect a lot more variance. We can generally see 4 activity groups, including both Inverted Spire and Liminality, being harder than anticipated as compared to shorter Fireteam ops, and Widow's Court consistently being the longest activity. As such, we will be making the following changes for their rewards. Liminality is increased to 2, Inverted Spire is also getting increased to 2, and Onslaught Widow's Court is increased to 4. Wow. Last, we are making some category changes when Destiny 2 Update 915 arrives. We'll be moving Onslaught/Crawls to Pinnacle Ops, both to create more activities to gain Pinnacle loot from, and to unify Fireteam Ops to be 10 to 15 minute activities. We do not want to constantly be updating activities because it would create uncertainty in the rewards for them, but we will review this data with every major release and update activity rewards where appropriate. Newly introduced activities that are slightly harder or easier will still be updated in a patch, so you don't have to wait for their experiences to be brought in line. All right, power and rewards. New weapons and armor are coming to the portal with Ash and Iron. Nice. So there will be new gear to earn in each of the portal activities. Look for a preview in a future Twid. As mentioned in July 3rd, Twid, 400 to 450 will no longer be limited by prime engrams. You'll be able to level up to 500 via the portal activity, any portal activity, Once you reach 500, you will again be required to get prime engrams to reach 550. So, prime engrams, they have two functions right now. They are random, a rare chance at getting tier boost over what you would normally get, and they are the primary way of earning power once you get to 500. However, because they slide into your loot stream without any fanfare, they can sometimes get lost. Starting in Ash and Iron, these engrams will no longer automatically decrypt once they hit your inventory. Instead, you'll need to take them to Master Rahul to find out what you got, just like in Destiny 1. Additionally, rather than just giving you a single chance at a prime engram at the end of each portal activity, you'll now get multiple chances based on the number of completion rewards from the activity. Okay, that's actually huge. New activities and bonuses. Now let's focus on the activities coming to the portal with Ash and Iron on September 9th. All right, Fire Team Ops, they're getting a new activity. Let's go. More details in Twid. We're getting 2 battlegrounds. We're getting Behemoth and Echo Core. We're getting 3 strikes added to Fire Team Ops. The Hypernet Current, Insight Terminus, and Saber should be crazy fast. Saber is a really short one. Insight Terminus is short too. 3 expeditions from Season of Plunder. We got Nessus, Cosmodrome, and Europa, and then Tomb of Elders. Nice. The daily bonus focus mission will be more predictable. Bonus slot 1, random choice of redacted missions. Bonus slot 2, random choice of the newly converted Battleground Strikes expeditions. Bonus slot 3, random choice from Onslaught/Crawls. We're increasing the score multiplier for all kill scored activities by 5% to give players some breathing room. In addition to this, match-made kill score activities are boosted by an additional 5%. All right. Looks like people are going to actually be doing some fire team ops. Pinnacle ops, 3 dungeon layers. Oh. More info in a future Twid. 3 dungeons are getting added to Pinnacles. Which ones? 2 exotic missions. We're getting Presage and Avalon. Nice. Pinnacle Ops will also have 2 daily bonus focus activities. Bonus slot 1, random choice from the dungeon layers. Bonus slot 2, alternating between Presage and Avalon. We got Solo Ops bonuses. Solo Ops is intended to be quick, reliable way to earn power when you have time to kill at the start or end of a session, or need to complete a few objectives in a low stress, low commitment venue. It was never intended to be the above all best method of leveling for all player types, and it in turn has turned Destiny 2 into an antisocial game, that's for sure. But right now, the speed, ease, and consistency of earning top rewards is drowning out most of the other options, especially at 400 plus. To start balancing this with the other portal activities, we are using a relatively light touch. Reduce power earned for a given grade in solo ops by 1 compared to fire team ops, pinnacle ops, and crucible. That's tough. Nerfing the solo ops hurts. Paired with changes to fire team ops scoring and other rewards tuning, we may need to make further adjustments as needed. Conquests update. We're adding 4 additional Grandmaster conquests and 2 ultimate conquests. The Grandmaster conquests round out the requirements for the Conqueror title, and the ultimate conquests are needed to complete Guardian rank 11 and also get you sweet new seasonal ultimate conquest emblem. All conquests will be replayable. Oof, very nice. You will earn normal score portal loot for additional completions. That's huge. Future changes. We know the portal needs even more tuning, and some things will just take longer to build. Expect the following in the weeks after Ash and Iron's launch. A score tuning pass on all modifiers. Onslaught, the Coil, and Tomb of Elders will be moving from Fire Team Ops to Pinnacle Ops. They will get their own bonus focus slot in Pinnacle Ops. Just like in Fire Team Ops, the featured activity in the slot will get matchmaking. Bonus slot 3 in Fire Team Ops will be replaced by a random choice from the rest of the Fire Team Ops. A new solo operative score boost in Fire Team and Pinnacle Ops for solo players. Okay. Like I said, the portal system at its core is a good system. It just needs more activities. We need more new stuff as well. This is still not as much new things as I would like. I would prefer even more new stuff, but we got to start somewhere, I guess. The launch of Renegades and Season Lawless will feature even more improvements and tuning to the portal, plus bunches of other exciting changes. We'll be back to talk more about that soon. All right, get rewards from past seasons. Oh, no way. With Ash and Iron, we're introducing a new way to acquire cosmetics from expired seasons and reward passes. No longer have to use the third-party freaking extension. This is incredible. If you own a pass when it was first available, you'll have instant access to its archive pass. This is amazing, Bungie. This is amazing. If you did not purchase a pass while it was active, it can be acquired at the seasonal archive for a discounted cost of 600 silver. This is a money-making scheme. Papa Pete is buying 3 cars off this one. People are about to buy the old passes so they can get the old cosmetics and free upgrade materials. This is a scheme that Bungie has been cooking up. To be fair, most of us have already bought these season passes because we've been playing a lot. But to have an in-game menu where you can access all the loot that you'd never picked up from your previous season passes is way better. This is a crazy scheme, though, to make a bunch of money, though. This is a crazy scheme. No matter how or when you acquire a pass, however, you won't need to spend chronologs for items you had earned. If you reach the required rank to claim an item in the past and either forgot to claim it or didn't own the corresponding pass while it was active, that item will be claimable immediately with archive pass ownership for no additional costs. Okay, very interesting. Oh, this is along with the archive passes, the seasonal archives introduces chronologs, a new currency that can presently be spent to acquire the archive's items. Yeah, because here's the thing, if you acquire the old seasonal pass, how do you level it up to get all the items? Starting with the Ash and Iron Rewards Pass, chronologs are earned from the active Rewards Pass and are distributed across both the free and paid tracks. Additionally, any newly purchased archive pass will also include 500 chronologs, enough to claim a handful of items from your new pass. Bungie, no. If we go and spend 600 silver for an old season pass, when that season is not active, just let people collect everything from the pass. We shouldn't have to create a new currency to then acquire things from a thing that we just bought. Let's. I still like it. They know that this is such a W that we'll put up with this, but we're stretching it out here a little bit. All right. Lastly, we know it's possible that you might end up with chronologs, but have no archived pass items left to spend them on, or maybe there are no remaining items that interest you. To ensure chronologs are always valuable, the seasonal archive offers an exchange for a variety of evergreen currencies and materials, including deep site harmonizers, synthweave templates, and more. This exchange is available to all players, even if you never owned a pass. Okay, so you can go in here and use this chronologs. Is this will be interesting. This will be interesting. People will take advantage of that. That will help you a lot. If you're wondering why this is maybe controversial or spicy and why people are going to talk about this a lot, these season passes have a lot of good stuff in them. And honestly, it's not like pay to win necessarily. It kind of is pay to win, but it's not, I guess, because if you bought all of these previous season passes and you're a brand new player, you would have so much upgrade materials and leveling and armor. You would basically be able to you'd be able to streamline a lot of stuff. I could probably start a new, here, I'll give you a good example. I could probably start a new free-to-play account, buy all of this stuff, and I would be able to unlock and level up so much faster than ever before. Like I would be able to zip past the power grind by grabbing all these previous armor pieces. I would be able to level up and upgrade weapons, and your whole arsenal would be incredible as a brand new player. Like if you spent one day in Destiny 2 and bought all of this and bought all the expansions and stuff, you'd be extremely powerful really fast. So is that pay to win? Not exactly, but people are gonna be upset about it. I think people are gonna have a lot to say. I think it's a good thing. It's a good menu that we can at least access it, but we'll see what happens with that one. The current list of seasonal challenges will reset when Ash and Iron drops on September 9th. So this is a general call for everyone aiming to earn that extra Bright Destiny XP. Complete them soon. Destiny 2 Update 9007 reduced the requirements for the top Challenger Triumph from the previous 102 to the actual 42 needed. So there you go. Mayhem now, Trials of Osiris tomorrow. Oh. Did you hear that? It's not the sky falling, it's Mayhem being featured in the portal as the weekly rotating Crucible game mode? Since when? You know how this works. Invest into your super stat, get incredibly quick thanks to the active Mayhem modifier, and defeat your opponents with your super ability. Just don't forget to use your abilities, and maybe even your weapons, to score some extra... What? Since when? Starting tomorrow, and until reset day, Trials of Osiris will be available. Guardians who dare to be playing against each other in the Service Plaza for the newest set of weapons will be introduced when the Edge of Fate launched last month. All of them earnable at the moment, so don't hesitate to jump in PvP. Oh, I didn't even see Mayhem. Did this just go live right now? What the heck? We got the player support report with a bunch of issues. We got the artist of the week. Nice. We got the movie of the week. Nice. And that's a wrap. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. A lot of good changes. Looking forward to some of these new systems. I think that this is a step in the right direction for the majority of things that are coming out. The Epic Raid should really brighten things up. The portal definitely needed some big changes and overhaul. All right. Let me know what you think, though. That's a wrap. See you in the next one.